April 30th, you got a big day of boxing. Remember, you're going to have Berto versus Ortiz 2, PBC on Fox, free television. But then, starting around 10 p.m. or so, you're going to have the Showtime card, which is going to have James DeGale, IBF champion, versus Bad Medina. And the fight we're going to talk about today is Batu Jack, WBC 168-pound champion, versus Lucian Bute. In my opinion, it's good that at this stage in his career, at 36 years old, he's getting big fights. But Lucian Bute is damaged goods. In fact, he's been somewhat damaged goods since the Andrade fight, depending on how you pronounce his name. No, not Demetrius Andrade. I forgot how to pronounce his first name, but Lucian Bute fans know who I'm talking about. If you don't know, then look it up. And then when he met Carl Froch in 2012, Carl Froch seemed to do something to him to where Lucian Bute is just not a force anymore, if that makes sense. I'm T Street Controversy. This is T Street Controversy Live. I cover every single major fight live. Please subscribe. Follow me on Twitter. All the links to my social media are right down below in the description box. And like I said, it's going to be the main event on the undercard. It's going to be James DeGale versus Bad Medina. And these two guys fighting on this card, the WBC and the IBF are saying, okay, now if you guys win your fights, we expect for there to be a unification, or we're basically ordering you two guys to fight for the WBC and the IBF unification. So it's a big fight. Now, Batu Jack was supposed to fight Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. Even though Chavez Jr. only fought one fight at 168 pounds, that's when he fought Brian Vera in the second fight. He somehow ranked high enough by the WBC to grant him a title shot against Batu Jack. But now, with the WBC landscape, it's looking like we won't see Batu Jack versus Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. anytime soon. Why? Because with the WBC and the IBF working together to say, okay, we're gonna order that James DeGale, if he beats Bad Medina, and if Batu Jack beats Lucian Bute, then the winners will fight. And you have to think about Callum Smith, who's the WBC #1 contender, who has to get his title shot sometime within the next 6 to 12 months or so, 6 months to a year or so. So I don't know how Chavez Jr. can be fit into the equation unless somebody gets hurt, whatever the case may be. But it does work in Lucian Bute's favor, even though he lost to James DeGale in a fight that wasn't that exciting, and he lost clearly, didn't really look like he had a chance. In fact, I asked myself sometime, what happened to the Lucian Bute that used to be this devastating, power punch, used to have that mean uppercut? What happened to that guy? That guy is long gone. He's getting another title shot in a consecutive bout. And I'm thinking, well, it's good that he's at this age in his career, especially with the losses that he's taken. Remember, he lost to Jean Pascal in a fight where Jean Pascal was gassed out in the final rounds, and Lucian Bute, just fighting with the power of a declawed kitten, just couldn't, do enough to hurt Jean Pascal. We saw what Sergey Kovalev did to him. Right now, it's like if Lucian Bute loses, what does he do? It's good that he's been active. This is going to be his third fight in a year. Yeah, in about a year. In a year. In a year's time. But I just don't, give him a chance right now against Batu Jack, especially since Batu Jack has looked better in each and every one of his fights. Remember, Batu Jack going against Anthony Durrell in Chicago, that was a fight where Batu Jack was the underdog. Remember when he fought George Groves, he was the underdog. Now he's fighting Lucian Bute. If this fight was 5 years ago, even 4 years ago, before Carl Froch, he would have been the underdog. Remember what happened to Batu Jack when he got knocked out by Derek Edwards in the first round? You could say it was a fluke now, and does Lucian Bute have the power to do that? I just don't think so. Is Lucian Bute a better boxer? Can he win on the cards against Batu Jack? I just don't think so. And who knows? Maybe Batu Jack, can get a knockout. I hate to, sound so anti-Lucien Bute, but he hasn't really done anything. And he just, like I said, he doesn't look like the same fighter that he used to be. Or if he ever used to be the fighter that I thought he was. But History Controversy. This is History Controversy Live. As I said, April the 30th, you're going to have on Fox, PBC on Fox, regular national television, DeAndre Berto versus Victor Ortiz 2. Then you turn over to Showtime. You're going to have the James DeGale versus Bad Medina in the Bottle Jack versus Lucien Bute. And I know his goddamn damn name is not Bad Medina, but I always make the Bad Medina Roger Leo Medina joke because Bad Medina was in an audience with Floyd Mayweather and Jillian Love's mom when Bad Medina, Roger Leo Medina, knocked out Jillian Love and made him twerk. History Controversy. This is History Controversy Live. I cover every single major fight live. Please subscribe.